Muted. Let's try that. There we go. All right. How's it going, guys? Welcome to our A&R meeting. I'm holding a microphone, but yeah, there we go. Yay. Okay, we're good. Welcome to the A&R meeting. I brought my glasses so that I could think professionally, think business, think professionally. Yeah, so the whole thing behind Space Tapes, right? Space Tapes was something I started over the holidays during the break and like around New Year's. And, I write, a lot of you have already heard me say this, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but we write like 100 songs to get every album. And it's always about the search. It's always about the adventure. I'm currently on the adventure for the next project. So this feels very fresh, but there were songs that didn't make the last two albums that still felt like they had a really important place for me personally, that I just wanted them to have a place to live. And I've always wanted to do something for Record Store Day. So we looked at the calendar. We were like, that looks impossible. Let's do it. And so we worked on, I worked on 8 songs that didn't make the last two albums to give them their own place. And we made Space Tapes. So it's 8 songs that have been previously unreleased. And the intention was that I just wanted it to live on vinyl. I liked the thought of it being like a time capsule and kind of living forever on a physical thing, because I love vinyl. I collect vinyl. And yeah, and have a place for all of those songs to be forever that way, And then I realized that not everybody has access to the album because it is only on vinyl. So we've released a few things digitally. We put out Song About You. I'm looking at the track listing right now. We put out Song About You. We put out Best Part of a Broken Heart, and we put out Fix Me. I thought that tonight we would do a traditional A&R meeting type arrangement where we actually just listen to the whole thing. I know there's a lot of people outside of the country that haven't heard this project yet, and I want you to hear it. And then we're going to vote. We're going to pick whatever song comes out next. So, yeah, this should be really fun. So let's start at the top, shall we? Let's start with... There we go. All right. I'm learning how to use this software. All right. Let's start with Best Part of a Broken Heart here. This is how Space Tapes starts. You'll notice references lyrically to Wild Blue, and that it's the first word is landed. And that was very intentional. This was one of the first songs I wrote after Wild Blue came out. And it was meant to kind of be the bridge between Wild Blue and Red Sky. So here you have it. Best Part of a Broken Heart. Let's check this out.
Landed, stranded, can't understand how I'm standing, but I'm still standing, empty-handed, with nothing left to lose, but nothing taken for granted. We were flying high, not afraid of heights, knowing what goes up must come down. Wish it didn't hurt before it's worth, I'd do it all over right now. 'Cause you beautiful in the falling apart. Sweetest time mistake, the saving grace is still a trace of you. You are, yeah, the best part of a broken heart. The best part, best part. The best part of a broken heart.
Okay, so best part of a broken heart. The story starts, etc. Where you pick up, where you left off, etc. I had a lot of fun making that song. I got to work with a couple tidbits on that song. Wrote that in London. Had a really fun time dreaming about that. It was a beautiful writing trip. It was like a week-long writing trip. I wrote every day for like 6 days. Which I say that because I normally try not to write like more than like 2 days in a row, just to kind of keep things fresh, or 3 days in a row rather. But this was like I was on a train every morning and every evening, going to this really cool studio out, kind of west of London, and writing with this group of writers who've written a lot of my favorite stuff. And it was like our first time working together, and it was kind of intimidating, but it was also beautiful. It was like a farm situation where the studio was, so it felt like a really beautiful sort of scenery change and fresh start, you know. So I've loved that song for a long time. I had Neerzy is one of my favorite drummers. He played on it. I played on it as well, and we kind of go back and forth. So yeah, so that's best part of a broken heart. So this next one, I'm like trying to remember because I've been like in the studio, so I haven't really been focusing on a lot of things other than new stuff. But it's track 2. It kind of addresses, not addresses. That's so dramatic. I think track 2 is track 2 is called More Than It Hurts. And the whole thing about More Than It Hurts, I wrote it with 2 friends, Claire and Brandon, who are also artists who travel and sing. And we all 3 sort of like share a common thread in that we write stories. We write we write from parts of our lives, and we're very vulnerable in our music. And it was an entire conversation on this rooftop of this place that we were at in Los Angeles while I was filming The Masked Singer, which I couldn't tell them at the time. But we sat on this rooftop and we talked about the sort of intersection between art and commerce, and the challenges that happen when you put your soul out into art, and then you sell it, and that becomes your job. And there's just so many pieces of complex, nuanced relationship with me and the music that I make. And this was kind of a chance to talk about it, and how the challenges that come with, selling art are worth it for the art and for the thing that you get to make and the people you meet and the connection that you make with people, So all that to say, I've loved this song from the day that we wrote it, and I have never played it out live. I don't remember playing the whole thing out live. At least I played it in VIP a couple times, but like piece of it. But then like running into Claire and Brandon recently, I didn't know how much like they still connect with the song and what it means for them. So it was really cool to sort of like share in that conversation. So yeah, so this one's unreleased. It is on Space Tapes, but it isn't digitally out yet. So this is one of the songs up for consideration, if you will. By the way, somebody asked what A&R means. Artist and repertoire. It's basically just like anytime I have a bunch of music and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to make a record, we have an A&R meeting. We go through the music. We talk about how it connects with each one of us, or like how people might connect with it, what it might mean to people. Yeah, and this song just like kept coming up for me. First of all, I love, I call it shuffle because I'm from Louisiana, but like this groove, this particular time signature in this song, you're going to hear a lot on the next project, because I love it, and I've not done nearly enough with this time signature. So nerdy thing, but yeah, this is for anybody who's very passionate about something and committed to it, because they love it more than it hurts. So this is called More Than It Hurts.
Bulletproof, terrified, fragile, and fortified. Nothing without my weakness. I'm strongest at my weakest. so low, so high. And I try to quit, but I stay running in circles, 'cause I can't run away. Is it worth it? If it's working, then I can't really say if it's good for me or just good to me, but it's good to me. I'm put together just to come apart. I learned I love better with a broken heart. I need it like a blessing, hate it like a curse, but I love it more than it hurts. Get up. Oh, no control. Try to save myself, just to sell my soul. Yeah, I love what I've lost, hate to lose, lost track of who's using who. I pretend you don't, but I know you know. I pretend you don't, but I know you know. I know you know. I'm put together just to come apart. I learned I love better with a broken heart. I need it like a blessing, hate it like a curse, but I love it more than it hurts. I face the odds, find a thread. I'd give anything to fix it, but it's in my blood. I guess what doesn't kill me is the pain I serve. I love it more than it hurts. I'm put together just to come apart. I love better with a broken heart. I need it like a blessing, hate it like a curse, but I love it more than it hurts. I face the odds, find a thread. I'd give anything to fix it, but it's in my blood. I guess what doesn't kill me is the pain I serve. I love it more than it hurts.
So there you go. There's more than it hurts. It's really fun and interesting to see the people who like I've met, and I know that you've purchased this because I have signed these for you, but I know that not a lot of people can actually listen to this project. So this is actually really fun, and I'm glad that we're um yeah, I'm glad that we're doing this. So thanks for listening. Are you a John Bellion fan? Yes, I am. I appreciate that, Jesse, because I think a lot of this project, I kind of came back to a couple of Bellion records, uh, and honestly, he's been an influence for me for a long time, and obviously there hasn't been a lot of material lately to sort of go back to, but I started re-listening. Shout out to my friend Julie, Ruslan and Julie. We were nerding out about music, and we went back to some of the older John Bellion stuff that we love. And yeah, there is a little bit of that on this. There's a lot. There's a lot of. I mean, that one, like that song, went through 7 different versions. I did a Tame Impala version. I did a John Bellion version. I did a. There's a lot of references in that song. But that version is what I felt like every part in that version was like a greatest hits package of all the stuff that we had recorded over 5 years or so. My buddy Jared played drums on that, which is really fun. So yeah, I'm glad you got to listen to that one. So that's one of the things up for consideration is More Than It Hurts. What other questions am I missing? Because I'm only getting a few of these, I think, and probably really.
Which song on Space Tapes was your favorite to write?
Which song on Space Tapes was my favorite to write? Honestly, Villain, which best for last. I wrote that on an airplane in like 10 minutes, so you could tell I was feeling it. Yeah, what else? Have you caught it?
If you could go on tour with anyone, who would it be?
If I could go on tour with anybody, who would it be? Honestly, you know what? I'll just go with let's do a Bellion tour. Let's do it. John Bellion and Hunter Hayes. What an interesting combination. I think it'd be a blast.
Hillary asks, have
just-
you gone to any concerts this year?
Have I gone to any concerts this year? Yes, I was at the James Taylor show last night. And you talk about timeless. I remember I got the James Taylor one man band CD, which is, to be fair, like what led to the solo tour. Like that was part of me wanting to do a solo tour, was watching James Taylor do a solo show. And it was really inspiring. So yeah. Okay, time's going by fast and I'm not going fast. So let's go to the next song. So More Than It Hurts. So I think like best part of a broken heart, like it's a message of gratitude. More Than It Hurts is kind of like, okay, I'm in the struggle, I'm figuring it out one day at a time. Ghosts is, I think, the sort of the late, like I'll say the darkest part of the night. It intentionally so. It was meant to kind of feel like the, Dear God references. It's 3 a.m, just me and my demons at war again. I think I wanted to write a song that explained what that felt like, or that felt like what that feels like to me. That kind of going off of that lyric. Wrote this with Rabel too, which is like a big deal for me because I'm a massive fan. I'll never forget, and I'm sure Rabel probably gets this a lot, but one of the first songs that I heard was Village. I was driving home for Christmas, and it was the last song that came on my very long drive before I got home and saw my family for Christmas after being gone for the entire year. And it was life-changing to hear that message and those lyrics and that voice. Naturally, I once I got home, I ended up going on Rabel's Spotify page, or studying more of the music and getting to know more of the journey, and just became a huge fan. And so we got to write together and we wrote this, Ghosts. So welcome to 3 a.m, just me and my demons at war again.
Even when the scar fades, the sting stays. Even on my best days, I wanna run away. You'll never know it, I'll never say it. I live with the secret, die with the feeling. My only wish is that I didn't care, but I do. It's a can I feel, can I see the one I love? I love in me when you think you know you don't. That's what hurts the most. Can I hear the melody? Can I live the history? Some doors you just can't close. That's why I believe in God. Why I believe in God. I've been driving all day and all night. Anything to get away, so why can't I? All these planes, trains, and highways show me strangers of your face. I'm learning the hard way. How much can I take? Try, oh I try not to feel like you're here, but I do. It's a can I feel, can I see the one I love? I love in me when you think you know you don't. That's what hurts the most. Can I hear the melody? Can I live the history? Some doors you just can't close.
So yeah, there you go. There's Ghosts. Definitely a lot of like production wise, I had a lot of fun with that one because it's kind of it's bringing in a lot of I don't know, it's bringing in a lot of like Radiohead influences, a lot of 21 Pilots, Mute Math. Um, yeah, it was a chance to kind of play around with some of the alt rock stuff that I love that I don't get to do a lot of. So, um, yeah, so that's Ghost. So excited to get your thoughts on that. Next is Fix Me. The Fix Me is out, but I'm going to go ahead and play it because it's part of the story, and I think it makes more sense as you've heard now. Best part, More Than It Hurts, Ghost going to Fix Me. I think it makes more sense. So yeah, what other questions do you? Somebody said, "Are you good?" That's hilarious. I think it's really fun to like fun. That's not the word I should use. I think one of the most beautiful parts about getting to make music is that you can take life experiences. I didn't know if that was a person or a dog. I think we have more. Yeah, our team is quite dog friendly tonight. You can take experiences from all over your life, feelings, there's the whole like body keeps the score thing, right? Like I think that's such a crucial part of making music is like going into to feel those feelings and like tell the stories or tell a story around those feelings. So, yeah, I'm great. And I loved especially getting to work on this project because it was like, a lot of these songs, were from before 2021, honestly. And so it was really nice to go back in time and work on these songs. And when I say work on these songs, a lot of these are just kind of living in a shiny version of the demo. These aren't necessarily like finished productions. This is just like, yeah, this is just like going back in time. So there you go. Let's get to Fix Me. Keep sending questions, and then we'll get to the other side of the album, which is way more fun. I promise. It's way more fun.
Black and white. I know you wish that everything about me wasn't black and white. The way you like, with a 2-lane heart and a 1-track mind. Between the lines, I've been doing everything I can to keep it in between the lines. It must be nice to never have to try. Would you save me? Would you leave me on your shelf? Would you take me, or would you want somebody else? Would you believe me if I said I was being myself? Could you tell? When the wall comes down and the truth comes out, will you be the place where my lost gets found? Am I finally free? Am I safe and sound? Or is somebody gonna wanna try and fix me now? Back in time, yeah, everything was easy and I didn't have to think about it. Overnight, I was a problem with an answer only I could find. A simple life, but it's complicated even when you try and oversimplify. It shouldn't be a fight, but it's always been a fight. When the wall comes down and the truth comes out, will you be the place where my lost gets found? Am I finally free? Am I safe and sound? Or is somebody gonna wanna try and fix me now?
There you have it. Fix Me, track 4 from Space Tapes. Hey, just a reminder, because it's awesome how many people are like here joining now. Here's what we're doing. So I did this year. This is not like the next album. This is a very special project. I've never done anything like it. I like to do like weird projects with music, not that are not like traditional albums, and this is one of those things. So, record store day. I'm a big vinyl collector, big fan of vinyl, listening on vinyl, searching for vinyl across the country, and I wanted to be a part of record store day. So I took songs that have never been released and demos essentially, and polished them up a little bit. Did a little bit of work to them. Did a lot of work. And put them out as Space Tapes. Space Tapes kind of lives as its own sort of side quest, if you will, from the last 2 albums, and goes a little bit deeper topic wise than I wanted to go on the albums. But I felt like these songs had a special place for me, and I hope that they'll have a special place for other people. And I think they have a purpose in the world, whatever that may be. And so I just wanted to release these songs. That said, I wanted it to only be on vinyl. And I've heard from a lot of people who don't have access to it because it's on vinyl only that we should release some of these songs digitally. So I consider it a good compromise. I'm meeting in the middle. 4 songs from Space Tapes are going to be released digitally. We've already released Song About You was song number 1. Then I put out Best Part of a Broken Heart. And I just put out Fix Me, the last song that we just played a couple weeks ago. So now you're telling me this is a meeting and you're voting. I want to know what songs, what the next single should be, what you think the next single should be. Pick one song. Let me know what your favorite is. Yeah, this is your decision. This is a fun thing. We've talked about doing stuff like this for a long time, and we're finally getting to do it where you're picking the single. So this is honestly really fun. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the album. So we've finished side 1, side A, which is kind of, I'll say, the heavier portion of the album, and we're now onto the fun stuff and the sassy stuff. The very much new phone energy. So we had a couple of questions come in that I wanted to answer. What was one? Do you remember?
Yeah. So Ryan asked, what was the first song written for the album?
The first song. Well, I mean, I think the first song written for. Nothing was written for Space Tapes, which is a funny place to be. I think the first song, like the oldest song, I'll say. Not oldest. The song that's been around for the longest amount of time was High Road. High Road was a very early write meant for Wild Blue. And you'll hear that in a minute. That's on side 2. And I think beyond that, yeah, Best Part, Fix Me. Fix Me was first Villain. Villain was technically written during like the same writing trip that I wrote, like Wallflower and a couple other songs for Red Sky. So yeah, there's Origin. Yeah, what else?
What is the best and worst parts of releasing vulnerable music?
Best and worst parts of releasing vulnerable music. Not worst part. Most challenging part is, I think, I very easily spiral in anxiety of what if people hear something here that's not there, right? Like, what if, because I like writing from life feelings, but it's not necessarily all personal experience. It's written from a place of feeling, and I write about feelings, I guess, is what I've gotten to know about myself. That's part of my job. So like there were a couple songs in here I was like, well, I don't want people to think I'm saying this or that or whatever. And then I just let it go. And I brought it up to like 2 friends, and then I asked other friends, like I played them songs, like, what do you hear? And it's been really inspiring to see what they feel and how these songs, which is what they're meant to do. They're meant to be sort of worn, for other people to take these songs and apply it to their world, let it be a conversation where they get to tell part of their story too, So that's been the fun part. Yeah, that's the beautiful part. Yeah. What else? Anything else? Should I play the next song? All right, let's get into it. This is we're on side 2 of Space Tapes now. This is for anybody with shady friends, friends that are not quite that are a bit more performative than authentic and genuine. Yeah, that's it.
Is everyone you know? Are you someone else? Are you just so good at this that you can't even tell? Tell me, do you like digging up those graves? Does it make you happy throwing dirt on my name? Fool me once, it'll work so well. But tell me, how long can you fool yourself? And now I know what I wish that I knew. Just like the weather, you change out of the blue. Yeah, you promised greener grasses, till them cheap rose-colored glasses. Such a shame, your true colors ain't true. They're just another shade of you. They're just another shade of you. Yeah. Tell me, how on earth you think that I deserve this? Does it make your heart feel better knowing mine is hurting? They say love is blind. Hindsight's 2020. Wish I could get back the time, those nights that you stole from me. You fooled me once, and it worked so well. So tell me, how do you plan to fool everybody else? Now I know what I wish that I knew. Just like the weather, you change out of the blue. Yeah, you promised greener grasses, till them cheap rose-colored glasses. Such a shame, your true colors ain't true. They're just another shade of you. They're just another shade of you. Yeah. Fool me once, yeah, it worked so well. Tell me, how do you plan to fool everybody else? Now I know what I wish that I knew. That just like the weather, you change out of the blue. Yeah, you promised greener grasses, till them cheap rose-colored glasses. Such a shame, your true colors ain't true. They're just another shade of you. They're just another shade of you, yeah, yeah. They're just another shade of you, yeah. They're just another shade of you, yeah.
That's awesome. Love that. Great. Okay, it stops. Oh, good. It stops automatically. I don't have to stop it every time.
Oh,
I'm learning so much. It's like flying a whole new airplane. I hope people can hear me. So yeah, so that's shade of you. For anybody who's experienced that. That was one of those quarantine rights. That was like one of the first songs I wrote on a Zoom call, which was it was a good experience. All things considered, it was a great experience. We had a great song. I love the song. It was fun to write, you know. So yeah. What other questions? Yeah, kind of a more chill version of yesterday's song in a way. Yeah, you found one.
Do you find healing in writing and releasing songs like this?
Do you find healing
Writing
in, in writing and releasing songs like this? I think the healing comes from writing it for sure. And like the more you work it, like for me, like there's a day where I either by myself or with a friend or a couple friends write the song, and that's like 3 hours max of just like guitar, piano, laptop, lyric sheet. To me, I think that's something that like I kind of learned when I moved to Nashville and started writing in Nashville a lot. Because at the end of the day, the song has to stand on its own, no matter who sings it, no matter what genre it's produced in, no matter what you do with it. And so I'm very committed when we write music to just like having an acoustic guitar vocal version of it, or like an understanding of it. We build tracks. I work with a lot of great producers and great, um, you know, musicians when we're writing. But at the end of the day, what I like to do is after the song's written, go back to square one and sort of hear what the song wants to sound like. Because I think sometimes, even if you make a track the day of, for me personally, I'm focused on the lyric and how the lyric's going to work melodically, and then like chord structures and things. That it's always good to go back and listen to it later, because it's like having a conversation with someone else. It's like you hear it from a completely different perspective, and it's like hearing someone's story for the first time, and you feel it in a different way. So yeah, so that's the fun part about like I guess that's where the healing happens, is in the production and like the hearing the song again for the first time. That happened to me yesterday, by the way, on the new project. I was working on something totally unrelated to the song, and then the song came up into my head, and I was like, oh my God, where did that song go? And I found it and I dug it up, and it's interesting because like wrote it a long time ago, but the lyrics felt like I wrote it yesterday, and it hit me in a completely different way. And it just like, oh my God, the song's so important now. So like that stuff happens all the time, and that's kind of what Space Tapes is, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So next song. Yeah. Question mark. Shall we? Yeah. Okay. High Road. This is from a while back, and there's a lot of really funny lines in here, kind of snuck in. Not like, super funny, but like this one's, lyrically fun and funny on purpose. So enjoy. This is High Road.
Living loud is a sweet revenge. On a roll, finding me again. Say what you want to your friends, yeah, but I'm doing fine. Yeah. Cheap shots, guess you're good at that. You burn your bridges while I strike a match. I got blue sky and green grass, and the only thing on my mind, I kinda don't care, and I'm kinda done trying. Smoke, got washed in the whiskey, hands my soul, I'm letting you go and taking a high road. Old flame with a new twist, old love burns fast when you're over it. I'm letting that taste go off of my lips, only up and up ever since you split, girl, cause I kinda don't care, and I'm kinda done trying. Smoke, got washed in the whiskey, hands my soul, I'm letting you go and taking a high road. I wish you well, I mean it, no bad blood, no hard feelings. Hard to be mad the way I feel right now. I kinda don't care, and I'm kinda done trying. You ain't low, I'm taking a high road. I sent the past up in a cloud of smoke, got washed in the whiskey, cleanse my soul, I'm letting you go and taking a high road.
A little bit more sass. I got a question about like colors. There are a lot of colors in the music, and I think when I was writing, I was very much wanting to tie all of the like I like when projects have themes, and I think that this started out as Wild Blue and Red Sky, kind of like the good versus evil at first, and then it ended up being something totally different as the projects came to life. And then it's grown, and I think that I don't know. I had somebody tell me, and I think they were trying to be nice and pay a compliment, but it was also said in kind of weird off-color way. That I was like a Rubik's cube. I was explaining an idea, a creative idea that I had to someone, and they were like, "Man, it's just like it's kind of Rubik's cube-ish, you know? It's like I don't know, yeah, like it's pretty complicated." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, but." And then a friend of mine told me to Google Rubik's cube, and fun fact, it's the best-selling toy. Uh, in multiple categories. So that was kind of a nice twist on it. And I was like, I kind of like that though. Like, because I think everybody can enjoy it a different way. And I think that's kind of me and my music. Like I make a lot of different kinds of music, and I think that a lot of different people can enjoy it in different ways and come to connect with it and from a lot of different perspectives. So yeah, so I like playing with the use of colors and because it's also visual. I love when something is visual, and so we're always trying to um yeah, get it figured out. Zach had a fun question here about production, so I'm going to answer it. How long does it take to get a rough production done, and do you ever write or produce at the same time? No, I never write and produce at the same time. I think that's part of my I don't know what that is, but my brain doesn't work well that way. Um, Production, I mean, some things can take like Dear God took 4 hours essentially. I ended up adding some things later, but for the most part, like the whole thing was done in 4 hours because I heard it all day while I was at a video shoot. And I like could not wait to get home, and I heard like the unanas and the stacks and the vocals and the like the weird drum pattern was always going to be like that weird thing. And um, so yeah, like I think sometimes it's 4 hours of just like sometimes I think when you hear it all there and you're just like, I have to figure out how to make the thing that I'm hearing. I think that's when it happens quick. And that's been happening a lot more lately, I think, because it's just flow state. Some days, man, like About a Boy, More Than It Hurts had 8 versions. And that was like 3 years of me just going back to that song constantly and trying to figure out, yeah, if it all makes sense and how it comes across, and like does it sound too angry? does it need to sound more angry? Those kind of things. So I just love yeah, I love production in that it's like making it to me, it's like making a movie. You get to play with different things and different ways that things sound. One of my favorite examples is and what I point to for people to sort of get to know my production personality is Someone Will. Someone Will is a very timid question. It starts timid, and the verse feels very timid. You got a lot of soft instrumentation, and the chorus is a bit more confident because saying Someone Will is a very confident thing to feel. So I like doing that. So all right, what's next here? We got High Road done. Song About You. Some of you probably, hopefully, some of you have already heard the song. So hopefully some of you heard it live. If you haven't, you should. Come see us on the road. We're doing a bunch of shows this summer. Yeah, let's play Song About You. Shout out to my buddy Doug, who brought a lot of these riffs in when we were at this song. It was really, really fun to make this. The whole Makuta fam is featured, if you will. They're playing parts all over this song. So yeah, it's like hearing family.
Rain on the roof, clouds in the window. Gray is the state of the day, okay, but it ain't what you think though. I'm loving the space, loving the way I get to go where the wind goes. No one to miss, nothing to fix. Flying high now that I'm flying solo. The difference between lonely and being alone, loving somebody that's already gone. I have my days, yeah, but you're not the reason I do. And it's good to know I ain't holding someone who's holding me down. Silence is sweeter, I don't need a sound. I have more good days than bad days, and I may be blue, but this ain't a song about you. Oh no, no, this ain't a song about you. you call me? I don't remember. I guess it didn't kill me. 'Cause nothing you say really matters. I don't feel guilty and I don't feel wrong. I didn't mean to, I just moved on. Yes, it's still raining, but I can't complain. Even the sky knows I've changed. The difference between lonely and being alone, loving somebody that's already gone. I have my days, yeah, but you're not the reason I do. And it's good to know I ain't holding someone who's holding me down. Silence is sweeter, I don't need a sound. I have more good days than bad days, and I may be blue, but this ain't a song about you. Oh no, no, this ain't a song about you. Oh, you keep your pride, I keep my reasons, yeah. I'll live my life. You're just a season, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the difference between lonely and being alone, loving somebody that's already gone. I have my days, yeah, but you're not the reason I do. And it's good to know I ain't holding someone who's holding me down. Silence is sweeter, I don't hate the sound. I have my good days and bad days, and I may be blue, yeah. This ain't a song about you. No, no, this ain't a song about you. No, this ain't a song about you.
There you go. Song about you. So one more song left from Space Tapes to listen to, which is Villain. And I have seen a lot of people voting for Villain even ahead of listening to it. Yeah, I was seeing a bunch of comments on For the Love of Music and how much we missed that. Yes, we, and I said miss that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Just gonna just do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say that and leave that way. Cause me. What other questions are you guys seeing that I may be missing?
Did you use any new instruments on this album?
Any new instruments on this album? Not necessarily. At least I don't think. I used a lot of new plugins for this, but yeah, this was kind of like I thoroughly enjoyed finishing these, and again, these are kind of essentially demos, with a little bit of work done to sort of clean them up a little bit because my demos are really messy. I like just throwing paint at the wall, right? Like that's I call it splattering paint. That's like one of my favorite parts of the process. So this gave me a chance to try out a lot of things that I wanted to try out ahead of working on the next project. So this was kind of like a warm up, getting into the next thing. Yeah, that's it. What else?
Favorite song on Space Tapes to produce?
Favorite song on Space Tapes to produce? I don't know. I did have a lot of fun with. I had a lot of fun with Fix Me. I just had a lot of fun with that. I also had a lot of fun with Villain, and Shade of You. Shade of You was kind of, I didn't really know what to do with that song, and then it was kind of one of those one day like, here's a guitar part. There was one acoustic part. The intro for that in the first verse of Shade of You, for all my music nerds out there, that's actually 8 different guitar parts that glued together. I heard one part at a time and just started recording. And I was like, oh, there's a counter melody. Oh, here's a counter rhythm. And like, then it just became this like really interesting part. And it ended up being 12 tracks by verse 2, just to kind of get that one thing. So that was really fun. And then Villain was fun to reimagine because I had an old version of the song that I just never had a good relationship with. And I just started from scratch in a lot of ways and applied a lot of things that I learned making Red Sky to finish Villain. So, yeah. Any hints as to what's coming next? I mean, I don't know that I want to go into that yet. I'm having a lot of fun with it though, and it's a bit of a time machine into the future. So yeah, okay, last song, Villain. Let's play it and then we'll chat, and then you guys need to tell me what the next single is. So, last song, here we go. This is Villain. For anybody, I wrote this by myself on a plane. I was really tired of being the villain in somebody's story. I think you can tolerate it for a little while when they're just like mad and you're like, you know what, you feel and you're allowed to feel and you're allowed to say and your side, my side of the story, etc. And then I just got sick of it. I was just like, hang on a minute. I deserve to be. I deserve to stand up for myself. I deserve to be respected. And you know, this business of, you know, playing the bad guy is kind of getting old because I wouldn't exactly consider myself, you know, whatever. Like I'm just saying, like I think this is that conversation that you have with your friend where it's just like, this is getting old. Can we everybody move on? You know. So this is for anybody who's had that conversation recently where you're just like, I am ready to move on. So this is for you, my friends, and this is called Villain.
This one's for you. How can you call it love after the shit you put me through? Yeah, you I thought I knew was just a beautiful performance. Even you believed it too. You use your words like a weapon. You know how to make it hurt. Every time you say you're sorry, ain't the last, ain't the first. But you've gotten so good at it that you treat it like a game. Tear me down and build me up and tear me down again. I gave you everything you wanted, that I gave you even more. Hold up now, I ain't the villain you've been looking for. Yeah, I let you leave me broken. I'm in pieces on the floor. Move on now, 'cause I can't be the villain anymore. Friends, call my friends. Just the story, tell you like it doesn't work. Try again. On my flaws, I've got my flaws. Yeah, but letting you get to me might be my biggest one of all. I gave you everything you wanted, that I gave you even more. Hold up now, I ain't the villain you've been looking for. Yeah, I let you leave me broken. I'm in pieces on the floor. Move on now, 'cause I can't be the villain anymore. Free, let me be. Somebody did you wrong, just admit it wasn't me. I gave you everything you wanted, that I gave you even more. Hold up now, I ain't the villain you've been looking for. Yeah, I let you leave me broken. I'm in pieces on the floor. Move on now, 'cause I can't be the villain anymore.
There you have it. We've now listened to all of Space Tapes. Thank you for listening. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I saw a lot of specific lyric comments on that one, so I don't want to jump ahead here, but I'm kind of, hey, go Hotel California vibes. Yes, thank you. Yeah. That was one of my references. Feels like Villain has a lot of uh friends. So yeah, so again, we've already put out Song About You, Best Part of a Broken Heart, and Fix Me. We have More Than It Hurts. So I guess kind of help me by maybe commenting the song that you think. Like, go ahead and comment one, but pick one song. Don't give me this or stuff. Okay, be decisive. We need decision making. That is the end of our meeting. We have to leave and go back to our offices with our computers and our emails and our circle backs. So yeah, so we have to pick the next song, the last song to be digitally released from Space Tapes. Leaving 4 to live forever on the vinyl alone. Not alone, but you get what I'm saying. 4 songs are the songs we have to choose from. We have More Than It Hurts, we have Ghosts, we have Shade of You, High Road, and Villain. One more time. More Than It Hurts, Ghosts, Shade of You, High Road, or Villain. Comment, tell me your choice. Give me your decision. I am seeing a lot of Villain. I didn't plant that. I didn't plan on that. I didn't think that would happen. But I'm also seeing some. I'm really happy to see so many comments and votes. Villain, it's still, man. It's kind of starting to feel like. Are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting. Did you have a prediction, Matt? By the way, shout out to Matt. The reason we are streaming live on like every single platform is because of Matt. So applause for Matt in the chat. Did you have a prediction?
I didn't, but Villain is taking over my screen right now.
Yeah, Villain's also everywhere on my screen. Did you have a prediction?
Honestly, no. I kept going back and forth between a few, but it's looking clear.
I thought, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking either. I think maybe I was like, because High Road kind of has a history and we've played it a lot. I've talked about it a lot. I've played it maybe once, twice. All right. Well, I am seeing a lot of Villain. So it's kind of starting to feel like it might be Villain. We're going to like tally up like after everything's done scrolling on all these platforms because we're seeing a lot of things. But do you guys have any other questions that I can answer about Space Tapes before we leave? That's Peanut, by the way. That's one of our dog manager dogs. You guys see any questions? Just a lot of Villain. I love it. I'm sorry for everyone that picked Villain because they're still hurting. Very, very sorry. It's kind of like when we play Everybody's Got Somebody But Me and the whole crowd seems to be in that place in their life. It hurts, but I'm grateful that we're in this together. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good with any of them.
Good with any of them. I appreciate that. How do we come up with album covers? This one, I have to shout out the graphics team for this. This came together really quickly, and it was like, how do we imagine a world where Red Sky meets Wild Blue, and you sort of feel like you've left the planet that they're on, and you're traveling to the new thing, the next thing, etc. Yeah. What else? Oh, great question. Will there be a Space Tapes 2.0? That's something I would actually also like to hear from you guys. If you like this format, this is fun. Like, I love putting stuff on vinyl. We make a lot of music, and I love the idea of being able to put out more music and not just be bound to, okay, here's the album, here are the singles from the album, but like I'm working on a lot of music for this next project especially, and I would love to know kind of how you guys yeah, like if that's something you're encouraging. You can get Space Tape. Shameless self-promotion. You can get Space Tapes through my website. And also a lot of record stores out there have them. So support your local record stores. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of doing like space. I don't know that I'll do Space Tapes 2.0. I think I'm playing with a lot of different ideas, but I'll keep you posted on that later. Yeah. Will any Space Tape song get a music video? Did we actually do any music videos for any of these? Um, no, no, we have not yet. So I don't know. I don't know because again, this is like these are demos. You know, these are songs from the whole thing. Um, is there any specific meaning in the transition in this between Wild Blue and Red Sky? Um, no, I just think that those are just like it felt like those were planets that I lived on to make those projects. Um, so yeah. Anything else? Am I missing anything? No? Okay. Well, guys, huge thank you. This was so much fun. I'm so glad we got to do this. And I appreciate you guys listening to Space Tapes and helping me make informed decisions. Um, what else am I grateful for? Grateful for, yeah, the chance to connect on a weeknight. This is fun. I really missed Hear Me Out. So this was kind of a flying solo version of Hear Me Out, if you will. And yeah, I'm glad that everybody kind of mentioned For the Love of Music. Anyway, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for giving me your vote. And please just comment on if you want to go to whatever my last post or something on TikTok or Instagram and just comment the song that you want me to release. Trust me, we'll notice. So let me know. Let me know what should be the next song. It's kind of feeling like it's Villain. Gotta say, like at the end of right now, if I had to make the decision right now, it sounds like Villain's the one that everybody wants to release. So we have a lot to think about. But anyway, I'm grateful for all of you. Please take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to the world around you. We need it. So yeah, be the love we need more of in the world, my friends. Grateful for every single one of you. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.